Hello, welcome to the CEO dg&la YouTube channel. Current Affairs Mega Series MCQs 25 Question and Answers of 2020 edition. This is highly useful for SSC, Railways, RBI, SBI, IBPS, Nabard and all competitive exams. First one. Who has become the Democratic nominee for the US presidential elections 2020? The options are A. Joe Biden, B. Bernie Sanders, C. Elizabeth Warren, D. Michael Bloomberg. Second one. Which nation was the top military spender in 2019? The options are A. China, B. India, C. US, D. Russia. First one. Who has become the Democratic nominee for the US presidential elections 2020? The answer is A. Joe Biden. Former US Vice President Joe Biden has become the Democratic nominee for the US presidential elections 2020 after Senator Bernie Sanders dropped out from the race on April 8, 2020. Biden took on Trump in the elections. Second one. Which nation was the top military spender in 2019? The answer is C. US. The United States was the top military spender in 2019, followed by China and then India. The United States spent $732 billion USD for military purposes in 2019, which was 5.3% higher than its military expenditure in 2018. Third one. Ministry of Labour and Employment has established how many control rooms to address grievances of migrant workers? The options are A. 20, B. 15, C. 25, D. 10. Fourth one. Who among the following is reported to be gravely ill? The options are A. Xi Jinping, B. Donald Trump, C. Moon Jae-in, D. Kim Jong-un. Third one. Ministry of Labour and Employment has established how many control rooms to address grievances of migrant workers? The answer is A. 20. The Ministry of Labour and Employment has set up 20 control rooms to address the plight of migrant workers and all wage-related issues amid the nationwide lockdown in 2020. Fourth one. Who among the following is reported to be gravely ill? The answer is D. Kim Jong-un. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is reported to be gravely ill after he missed the birth anniversary celebration of his grandfather and the country's founder Kim Do-sung. The absence of North Korean leaders during major public events and celebration have mostly indicated some major development in the past. Fifth one. The chief executives of which two banks have been designated as officers on special duty in Punjab National Bank? The options are A. Bank of India, Canara, B. Syndicate, Andhra, C. Allahabad, Indian Bank, D. OBC, UBI. Sixth one. Who has been appointed as the new head of the National Shipping Board? The options are A. Malini Shankar, B. Amitabh Kumar, C. Satinder Pal Singh, D. Capt. Piyush Sinha. Fifth one. The chief executives of which two banks have been designated as officers on special duty in Punjab National Bank? The answer is D. OBC, UBI. The chief executives of Oriental Bank of Commerce and the United Bank of India have been designated as officers on special duty in the Punjab National Bank? Mukesh Kumar Jain is the CEO of OBC Bank, while Ashok Kumar Pradhan is the CEO of UBI. Sixth one. Who has been appointed as the new head of the National Shipping Board? The answer is A. Malini Shankar. The former Director General of Shipping, Malini Shankar, has been appointed by the government as new head of the National Shipping Board, the highest advisory board on matters related to Indian shipping. Seventh one. When was Earth Day 2020 observed? The options are A. April 21st, B. April 20th, C. April 19th, D. April 22nd. Eighth one. ICMR has approved the use of TrueNat for COVID-19 screening tests. TrueNat was used to diagnose which disease? The options are A. HIV or AIDS, B. Cancer, C. Malaria, D. Tuberculosis. Seventh one. When was Earth Day 2020 observed? The answer is D. April 22nd. The Earth Day 2020 was observed on April 22nd, 2020 with the theme Climate Action. The day was first proposed in 1969 to spread awareness regarding the deteriorating environmental conditions due to rising pollution and oil spills. Eighth one. ICMR has approved the use of TrueNat for COVID-19 screening tests. TrueNat was used to diagnose which disease? The answer is D. Tuberculosis. The Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, on April 10, 2020, validated the usage of TrueNat for COVID-19 tests. The TrueNat machines are used to test drug-resistant tuberculosis TB. Ninth one. Which state government launched Operation Shield to combat COVID-19? The options are A. Maharashtra, B. Uttar Pradesh, C. Odisha, D. Delhi. 10th one. Which among the following districts is not among the 15 UP districts that will be sealed started from midnight on April 8, 2020? The options are A. Ghaziabad, B. Agra, C. Meerut, D. Aligarh. Ninth one. Which state government launched Operation Shield to combat COVID-19? The answer is D. Delhi. Delhi government on April 9, 2020 launched Operation Shield to combat and control the spread of COVID-19 virus in the 21 hotspot areas. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal made the announcement. 10th one. Which among the following districts is not among the 15 UP districts that were sealed from midnight on April 8, 2020? The answer is D. Aligarh. The UP government decided to completely seal off 15 districts to prevent community spread of COVID-19. The districts include Lucknow, Agra, Ghaziabad, Kanpur, Varanasi, Firozabad, Sharanpur Bareilly, Meerut, Bulandshahr, Shamil, Gautam Budh Nagar, Basti, Maharajganj and Sitapur. 11th one. Which nation made travel exemptions for the Indian cricket team's tour in the year 2020? The options are A. South Africa, B. New Zealand, C. Australia, D. England. 12th one. What is the name of the world's largest living sea turtle? The options are A. Green sea turtle, B. Loggerhead sea turtle, C. Olive Ridley sea turtle, D. Leatherback sea turtle. 11th one. Which nation made travel exemptions for the Indian cricket team's tour in the year 2020? The answer is C. Australia. The Australian government made travel exemptions for the Indian team's tour in the year 2020 to save the Australian cricket board. Cricket Australia, which laid off almost 80% of its employees, is under huge financial pressure in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. 12th one. What is the name of the world's largest living sea turtle? The answer is D. Leatherback sea turtle. The leatherback turtles are the world's largest living sea turtles. They are considered vulnerable under the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) Red List of Threatened Species. They are considered endangered in Thailand. 13. Who has been appointed as the new secretary to President Ram Nath Kovind? The options are A. Ravi Sharma, B. Kapil Dev Tripathi, C. Sachin Shekhawat, D. Suryakant Mishra. 14th. The World Bank offered how much fund for India's COVID-19 response project? The options are A. $1 billion, B. $1.5 billion, C. $2 billion, D. $7 billion. 13th. Who has been appointed as the new secretary to President Ram Nath Kovind? The answer is B. Kapil Dev Tripathi. Kapil Dev Tripathi has been appointed as the new secretary to President Ram Nath Kovind. The appointment was made on contract basis by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet, headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 20, 2020. 14th. The World Bank offered how much for India's COVID-19 response project? The answer is A. $1 billion. The World Bank offered funds worth $1 billion to the Indian government on April 1st, 2020 for India's COVID-19 emergency response and health systems preparedness project. 15th. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal announced how much fund for drivers of auto and other public services vehicles in the national capital during the lockdown period. The options are A. Rs 10,000, B. Rs 1,000, C. Rs 5,000, D. Rs 3,000. 16th. Which among the following is the Indian American firm that has pledged to donate 3.4 hydroxychloroquine tablets? The options are A. Lupin Limited, B. Amneal Pharmaceuticals, C. Kipla, D. Sun Pharmaceutical. 15th. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal announced how much fund for drivers of auto and other public service vehicles in the national capital during the lockdown. The answer is C. Rs 5,000. The Delhi Chief Minister, in his live television address on April 2, 2020, announced that Rs 5,000 will be transferred directly into the accounts of drivers of auto, taxi, rickshaw, and RTVs and other public service vehicles to help through the lockdown period. 16th. Which among the following is the Indian American firm that has pledged to donate 3.4 hydroxychloroquine tablets? The answer is B. Amneal Pharmaceuticals. Indian American pharma firm Amneal Pharmaceuticals will be providing tablets of hydroxychloroquine sulfate to the states that are COVID-19 hotspots in the United States, including New York. 17th. Which airlines has decided to rehire 16,500 employees laid off due to pandemic? The options are A. Air India, B. Air Canada, C. Air Asia, D. SpiceJet. 18th. The largest number nests of red leather back sea turtles was spotted in which among the following nations after almost 20 years? The options are A. Indonesia, B. Thailand, C. Australia, D. New Zealand. 17th. Which airlines has decided to rehire 16,500 employees laid off due to pandemic? The answer is B. Air Canada. Air Canada has said that it will rehire around 16,500 employees who were laid off because of the coronavirus pandemic. The step has been taken under a government relief package for businesses. 18th, the largest number nests of red leather backseat turtles was spotted in which among the following nations after almost 20 years? The answer is B. Thailand. The largest number nests of red leather backseat turtles were found on the deserted beaches of Thailand recently amid the COVID-19 lockdown in 2020. Around 11 turtle nests were found, and this is the largest number of nests that the rare sea turtles have built in 20 years. The turtles lay their eggs in quiet and dark areas. 19th, who wants to send a team of experts to China to probe coronavirus outbreak? The options are A. US President, B. UN Secretary General, C. WHO Director General, D. Japan's PM. 20th, the US presidential elections were scheduled to be held on which day? The options are A. November 3rd, B. November 4th, C. November 11th, D. November 12th. 19th, who wants to send a team of experts to China to probe coronavirus outbreak? The answer is A. US President. US President Donald Trump said that he wanted to send a team of experts to China to investigate the COVID-19 outbreak. Trump said that a day after he warned China of consequences if it was knowingly responsible for the spread of COVID-19, which killed more than 165,000 people globally, including over 41,000 in America in 2020. 20th, the US presidential elections were scheduled to be held on which day? The answer is A. November 3rd. The US presidential elections were scheduled to be held on November 3rd, 2020. The US President Donald Trump denied making any changes in the schedule of the US presidential elections 2020 amid COVID-19 outbreak. 21st, which state's chief minister launched Jagananna Vidya Deevena Scheme? The options are A. Telangana, B. Andhra Pradesh, C. Tamil Nadu, D. Karnataka. 22nd, which state formed a new response team to address anti-Asian harassment amid COVID-19? The options are A. California, B. Toronto, C. Sydney, D. New York. 21st, which state's chief minister launched Jagananna Vidya Deevena Scheme? The answer is B. Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy launched the Jagananna Vidya Deevena Scheme on April 28, 2020 at Tadepalli in Guntur district of the state. Under the scheme, Rs 4,000 crores have been released along with Rs 1,880 crore towards pending amount left by the earlier government. 22nd, which city formed a new response team to address anti-Asian harassment amid COVID-19? The answer is D. New York. New York has formed a new response team to deal with rising cases of harassment and discrimination against Asian Americans amid the COVID-19 pandemic. 23rd, US President Donald Trump nominated which Indian American as US envoy to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development? The options are A. Manisha Singh, B. Pramila Jayapal, C. Nikki Haley, D. Ajit Pai. 24th, which nation lost the hosting rights of the 2021 Men's World Boxing Championship? The options are A. China, B. India, C. Japan, D. United States. 23rd, US President Donald Trump nominated which Indian American as US envoy to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development? The answer is A. Manisha Singh. Indian-American diplomat Manisha Singh has been nominated as the next American envoy to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD) by US President Donald Trump. Manisha Singh served as the Assistant Secretary of State for Economic and Business Affairs at the State Department. 24th. Which nation lost the hosting rights of the 2021 Men's World Boxing Championship? The answer is B. India. India lost the hosting rights of the 2021 Men's World Boxing Championship after the Boxing Federation of India (BFI) failed to pay the host fee to International Boxing Association (AIBA). 25th. SIDBI has offered how much amount as emergency working capital to the MSMEs manufacturing essential items? The options are A. Rupees 1 crore, B. Rupees 50 lakh, C. Rupees 5 crore, D. Rupees 25 lakh. 25th. SIDBI offered how much amount as emergency working capital to the MSMEs manufacturing essential items? The answer is A. Rupees 1 crore. SIDBI offered an emergency working capital up to Rupees 1 crore to the MSMEs that are involved in making essential items such as sanitizer and masks.
Dhanyavad. Thank you. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and share. See you in the next one. Bye bye.